So do we remember where we left off?
No.
Vaguely.
I know we come back out of the Underdeeps.
Yeah, we were in town though.
Don't you remember
We
you
just come back
trailed
out.
Marv?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You weren't here for this, though.
No, I have amnesia.
We were. We picked you back up in town, or we
Okay.
were. Yeah, something along that lines. You had errands to run.
I did.
You were saying goodbye to our.
Matt was trying to freeze the wheel on the wagon of slaves,
Yep.
Oh, yes. Now I remember him.
and you guys had just killed one of the slave guards, if you want to call it, and the wagon had taken back off, and well, it was you two, but now it's you three finally caught back up because remember Royce took off on his own.
Yeah. We're like, hey, go scout ahead a little bit.
Royce tried to bring down the whole fucking operation.
Good man. Go see what's happening up that way.
When you tell the gnome to do something, you got to be very specific.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Pin it to a shirt.
Do not
I don't
engage.
have time to read my shirt in the heat of battle.
Repeat, do not engage.
All right, I'll take them all out. I will not marry any of them. I thought you said don't get engaged.
What are you missing, Josh?
No, I'm trying to find. I have too many notebooks, and I never thought I'd say that. Oh, I'm good, I think.
So the wagon has started back off. There's a dead guard laying on the ground now. Royce is also on the ground because if you remember, Royce, you fell under the wagon, or you crawled under the wagon,
I did.
and I don't know which one of these, I don't remember which one of these guys did the killing, or maybe it was even you, I don't know. But the one guard you killed, and at that time the wagon drove off, and now you're left on the ground because you were under the wagon.
Right, because I was attacking the guard. Matt was trying to stop the wagon.
Yep. We killed one, but they were making an escape.
Right.
How fast are they traveling in this wagon right now?
Remember your fucking speed is like slow because you have midget legs.
Right, and they're just about out of range, or just out of range, or you fell, so they gotta be 60 feet, or 90
Yeah.
feet ahead of us.
They're traveling fast for the terrain, but in all reality, because you got to remember you're in the middle of the woods.
There's no beaten path because they're slavers. They're just like,
Yep.
So they're for the terrain and what they're what you're up against, they're traveling pretty fast, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that fast.
me on foot as a human can catch that.
Well, you catch him and slow him down, and I'll
Ah, yes. The mage run up and, aha!
How about you?
Oh, hold on.
Here, swap me with your sword.
Oh, I'm a little thief.
Yeah, you're a
You're
half.
halfling.
I'm a halfling.
That I knew.
I did too.
Ah,
But I
Is
am
that
also,
disgusting?
I am a towering gnome. I'm taller than you.
What does that mean? I'm a halfling. That's not.
I'm a gnome. I'm just smaller than halfling, but I'm bigger than you. I'm 3'7".
It's not hard to be taller than me.
Are you seriously body shaming as a gnome?
Yes.
He more than makes up for it with his big nose.
that has bulbous
Yep.
knob.
I set the height so he can keep himself up.
I'm chaotic evil. I'll body shame whoever the fuck I want.
Trog, you're lawful evil, right?
Yeah.
And you're neutral evil? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Well, let's do a plan.
Chill touch from a distance. I got 120 foot range. Do you want to roll for a niche?
What are you chill touching?
I'm gonna go after a wheel again. Try to fucking because I did a little bit of damage to it.
Yeah, you did, and it's creaking, but it seems to be.
Okay, let me ask this question in character then. Is it gonna? Can I think that it's worth my time to shoot at the wheel to try to get it off balance so that then we slow it right down? if I can hit, is it worth my time to do so?
No.
It's not worth my time.
You just as a quick state or just a quick view of everything.
I'm gonna shoot one of the horses then. Is there a team of horses or are there one horse
It's
pulling?
two. So it's a team.
Okay. I want to fucking shoot one of the horses with my chill touch.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to continue? Should we start a new initiative round here? Because I don't remember what our initiative round was.
Well, I don't either, but we're not to a point where
That needs to be a thing.
that needs to
Okay.
be a thing yet. So, but yes, to answer your question, when we get to that point, we will start a whole new initiative.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Horses.
Okay.
So, armor class is 7.
Okay. That's a miss. Ah! Too far away. I can't hold my hand steady enough as I'm kind of running after him. You can't get the bead down on him. If I were closer. And I don't have teleport, so I can't do that either.
How far away are they?
Right now, probably a couple 100 feet.
Nope. Can't use that.
So,
Oh my God, that's cute. Get them out things that run faster.
so what is everybody's plan?
Well, I guess they're getting away.
Yeah.
We can let them get away. I mean, we can probably
Yeah,
follow
they're
tracks.
making tracks.
I don't think we should let them get away. How effectively can I run after them?
You and Royce and Hugh have the same movement.
So not very effective.
So here's how 2E movement works. So your guys' base rate is 6. What that means is, in a round, you could move 60 yards. If you drop down to, like, say you're going through a dungeon, and you're, like, being real cautious and everything on what you're doing, that 60 yards changes to 60 feet.
I get it.
Thank you.
Max is 120. Max is exactly double.
He can catch him and I can't.
Because he's Mr. Longlegs over
Yeah,
there.
he's a human.
Well,
He's
even though it's
human.
futile, I'm gonna start in that direction
Okay.
because I want to do something. Because wasn't here last time.
The halfling takes off. You guys are talking about this
I'll
and that.
get him.
And she takes off after him.
And she sprints by me because I'm a mage, and I'm not super athletic. I mean,
Yeah.
So,
Jesus Christ!
let's look at our gnome fin. Man, if you'd have brought your ram, you've been pretty nice. Good job.
Because Rambo.
I know, right? The time where he come in the handiest.
He's sitting pretty back in Water's Edge in the stable, eating grain, living the good life.
Yeah.
At least he ain't dead.
Well,
Missing me.
you know, half thing took off. I guess I'll kind of follow her.
I'm a trendsetter.
I'm heading that way. But I do
I'm
know
just looking at their movement speed. So technically, I could keep up, but probably not for as great a distance as what they would be able to keep up. Okay. So,
You guys follow it, and you can kind of still hear it off in the distance. And it breaks. Finally, the woods starts to thin out, and it finally breaks to where it's open. And then you kind of are losing, you can't hear it anymore, you lost sight of it.
well, I'll kind of wait for everybody to catch up.
Okay, so you guys catch up.
Yep.
We're now all standing. It's still spotty, you know, like trees and stuff, but it's way more open. It'd be way easier to get a wagon or a cart or whatever.
Well,
And now it is breaking dawn by this time.
better gone than bad.
Oh, I'll say that. Where's the map?
Well, let's, are they headed back towards Water's Edge? Are
No.
these tracks?
The tracks are heading away from town. So if you remember,
Because we were north out of town anyways. We went through like a hidden passage.
that was on. This is-
Through that north wall,
Yes, so you guys went through,
right over in that region. Yep.
yep, and you went through, and if you remember,
What was it, like a half mile? We went north or some shit.
yep, and you followed the water.
Because we could see a barge out in the distance.
Correct.
Okay.
So you've made that assumption. These slaves were not local, from what you figure, because they were brought in by boat.
But they're moving them east, northeasterly, maybe even northerly, somewhere in that region
Yep.
to take them further inland, maybe.
Correct. Further inland is what you guys are assuming.
Yeah, east, northeasterly, probably then. So,
Well,
yeah.
technically, we don't really need to worry about the slaves. We really just want to talk to
To Mark.
Marvin
Yeah.
about.
But we know he's with them, right?
No,
Right.
the slaves were supposed to lead you to Pitt,
Right,
remember?
Yeah.
right. 'Cause
Yeah.
and was it Marvin if you were put?
Correct.
So we can either kind of mark where we last saw him, see the trail, kind of get our stuff for us, and then kind of head out that way, see what we find, see what we think. Or do we go back to town and see if we can find Marvin at the docks again at another night? But now they're gonna kind of be looking.
On edge, yeah, looking, suspecting that
Like
something.
we won't be able to get through that passage. I don't believe it'll probably be guarded.
Yeah, I would think we keep on our current course. We've got supplies. We can make our way until we can't follow it anymore.
Can we roughly kind of see where like more of the, you know, so we can at least maybe we can get it and see like where they're going to a general area
Right.
and then get.
Even if that means, okay, we got kind of a location, they're camped up or prepping a sail or something, even if it means going back to town.
Right.
Yeah. I like that scheme. How about you guys? What is your thought process? Anybody got anything else? Other input? Royce?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
So we can try,
Well, Jess is kind of coming back in here on the cusp of things that have,
Transpired?
yes.
I'm not sure what's going on. I'll go along with whatever you guys say.
right, 'cause, yeah, we can kind of just
So when
follow.
you're bored and want something to watch, you can watch session 3.1 and 3.2. That will get you caught back.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll tail.
Okay.
As best we can anyways.
Both sessions were brought to you by Twizzlers.
And Critical Role Jester Dice.
The official snack of the Hidden Lock D&D Club.
It's a free.
Alright. So,
Okay.
keep
So-
walking.
Yep. So you guys follow.
Is there an actual road that they're traversing at this point, or they're just cross country?
They're cross country.
Okay. So,
You guys follow. Everybody make a perception check.
This could be a low one, isn't it?
got it.
Ha! Yes.
I got 5.
Yep. Low roller, come through.
Ooh.
14, 9, or 15 was it? 9 or 14.
So you are all basically able to follow. It's weird because they're not trying to hide anything, and in reality, towing a wagon with a team of horses, it's pretty hard to hide. It's not like you're slipping through the woods by yourself. You guys follow it all day, into the evening, it's just starting to get kind of dark. And you can hear voices like talking and like stuff going on
Mm-hmm.
up ahead of you. You're back into a terrain. You have crossed back out of kind of like plainsy, and you're back into the woods again.
So basically, what you're saying is they've just been out of line of sight the majority of the fucking day coming up. Possibly. Whether this is what we're looking for or not, maybe they kept going.
Do we hear voices? Do we hear the sound of the wagon still moving?
No.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna go
approach
sneak.
with caution. I can't see nothing. It's dark.
I'm gonna go try to sneak up there.
Now, don't dare light a torch. Well, is it dark now?
Pretty much.
Okay, what am I doing? How do I do this? Percentiles?
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna go sneak up there.
Move silent.
Move silent is.
I am silent and shadowy.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, 29. What do I need to do? Oh, and look, I have 50%, so I made it.
So you're moving silent.
I am moving silent and hiding in shadows.
It's 2 separate rolls.
Oh, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
It was worth a try. Okay, I'm moving silently,
Okay.
But you're a little itty bitty.
but I'm little, so.
And I'm going to join her because I can do the same.
Okay.
So,
You guys go scout it out.
remove silent. You got a 35 out of 45, so that's good. Hide shadows. No,
They're both moving silently.
we're moving silent,
And we're definitely hiding.
but it's
Okay.
it is dark, so I mean there has to be a light to make shadow.
Yeah.
That's
I
good
mean,
logic, I like that.
well, what you got to remember is most of your monsters are going to have infravision as well. So
Oh, yeah.
if you think you're hiding and you're not, and they look in your direction, they're going to see it.
I don't think.
Possibly.
However, these were all humans, were they not? That were on this
Correct.
wagon.
Yes.
Okay. So they're not infravision shit.
Okay. So here's what you guys see.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be around the left side.
Actually, I'm gonna change it to day just because it's.
Yeah. I'm just redoing some coffee.
Oh.
Just redoing a little coffee.
There's the thunder again.
That's what I keep hearing, and it's supposed to be. It's actually supposed to be worse tomorrow.
So you guys are coming this direction.
Okay.
Royce is coming up this way. Are you on this kind of like clearing, Royce, or are you?
I'm following the wood
Oh, I
line.
would be going on the wood
I'm
line.
staying out of the light.
Okay. Well, there's only a light really at the camp.
Yeah, but I mean it's the licht's gonna radiate a certain. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stay.
well,
I'm gonna stay like a good maybe 5 to 6 feet
Figure it's gonna be-
into the dark.
Maybe 30 feet away. Who knows?
There's what the camp looks like.
Hmm.
And then
I'm
when I
gonna go
see
up the right side in the trees. I would go the other opposite way of him.
Is she tall enough to be able to see through the grass?
Hey,
So are you following the wood line all the way up, or are you stopping at a certain point? Well, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what you see first.
A campfire. With some wagons and slaves.
wow. I'm just gonna go back and report that.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if it will zoom it in here.
Holy cow.
Oh, that's not cool.
Hey, there's joblins there.
Those are not human.
Yeah, that's what I said, joblins.
So you see the cart that you, or the wagon that you were originally tracking.
Well,
There is now another one. Both of them have slaves in them. And you see I printed it on double sided. Don't ever do that. And this is what you see 3 hobgoblins and a flind, which is
Hybrid hobgoblin, basically. Right?
more like a knoll.
Yeah.
Campfire set up. There's you see some makeshift bedding on the ground.
No tents or anything, no way. Just like bedrolls. and
Just like
blankets.
bedrolls. The slaves are still in the carts. And there's like a dinner table, kind of like a makeshift table set up.
Uh-huh.
And next to it is this real scruffy looking dwarf. You can tell he's dwarf kind of because of his facial features, but that's kind of where the resemblance ends. He's wearing like really messed up sandals. His pants are all torn up. His shirt's all ragged. Food stains all over it. His hair is not well kept like a dwarf, and neither is his beard. He's
Him and
real
I probably-
dirty, grubby.
Him and I are probably too far away to like, get any good detail on him.
Correct. So you guys, well, you tell me how far, if I expand your map back out here. Oops. Not that.
I like whoops. I think that plays into our favor. Excellent.
How far away can I see?
What, 60 feet in for vision?
60 feet, yes. I'm gonna be within 60
Or
feet of them.
we were doing dark vision this time, weren't
It's
we?
dark vision.
Oh.
So technically
I
you
don't-
can see in the dark.
So,
I don't-
I'll
The shades of gray and
being that you know kind of what the firelight's doing. So I'll switch it back to day so we can see. So you guys have stopped short.
Yeah.
You're kind of back in here where you're kind of out of view of everything.
that would be my thought. I'm the wimp of the group,
Mhm.
so my thought is to stay as far from the fire.
Well, that you and Hugh have known that the 2 rogues have gone ahead, so you're staying back because you don't quite know what they're.
right.
Right. I'm not a sneaker, so I don't try to get too close to things.
Yeah, Hugh sticks out like a turd in a punch bowl. So
What, guys? Clang, clang, clang.
yeah.
You can't hear me? Clang, clang, clang.
clang.
How about now?
I'll speak up.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna be in. I'll be as far forward as I can get there while hiding in like the brush and
Well, they
look at.
So you're gonna like make up like this way? Is that
Yeah.
kind of?
Yep.
That's not there. I double clicked on that by mistake. That goes okay.
And then I'm gonna to go where I can see. Like I would go past
I think
the first wagon.
I think our game plan again, Hugh. They didn't tell us what. I mean, other than hey, we're gonna go scout ahead.
We'll come back.
We'll wait here and hope they'll return for a report. Unlike last time when this asshole was like, "Oh yeah, I'll fucking set things into action," and we waited
Okay,
for like
so-
15 minutes and nothing.
I need you to both make perception checks.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Ooh, yes.
Got it, eh?
I do. See? She's a good
Got it, eh?
dice.
Yeah, I did.
She's shiny. She has cupcakes.
I really got it.
Okay, Royce,
Either a 9 or a 6.
She's a
you
critical
make it
one-shot
to
background.
here.
Yeah.
Jess, you make it to
Little
like
blue spot.
like right
Ooh.
here.
And then I noticed something.
You notice hunkered in the brush is a goblin.
Oh,
Slit his fucking
On each side, on each one of us.
Yes. He hasn't seen you yet. You've seen him first.
Okay, I stop.
This is where you fucking backstab. I didn't say that. That's metagaming.
He didn't see me.
He did not.
Okay, you're gonna, because of my migraine, you're gonna pretend you didn't hear him say that. Yeah, I've never done that. I'm gonna try to do that.
That is well within your thieving.
That is not
All thieves have that backstab.
okay.
Basically, it's an opportunity attack.
Okay, so it's not a skill. It's not.
No, it's it's an
a
ability.
thieves-
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a thieves'
only.
ability.
It's all natural ability.
Yeah,
So I'm just attacking them.
correct.
All right.
Is there any bonuses to it?
It's times 2
minus
damage.
11. Oh, I forgot
At
how to
level
do this.
like 6, it's,
20 minus
or 4,
11.
it goes up to
That's
times
armor
3.
class of 9.
Did I hit him?
No.
Okay. Fuck.
I get 2 right.
You get to it. What are you? Wait. What are
A
you?
dagger, I get 2.
So you get 2 attacks.
Ooh, it's 20 armor class of 3.
Armor class of 3 hits. So let Jess do her damage first.
Okay, I do my damage with, so I have what?
So what is a dagger?
1d4.
Okay, so it's times 2 damage.
Okay.
So it's 4
Yep, only run
plus
whatever
you
gonna
roll.
Haha, 4.
So you hit for a total of 8.
Double damage dies.
Yeah, double damage dies.
Think
so
of it as like a critical hit, basically.
it's critical, is what it
Haha.
is.
Take
Oh, and
that.
I redid the fumble chart too.
Take that,
There's
goblin.
Uh-oh.
there's new fumbles.
Uh-oh.
Not much. I just tweaked it. I didn't change it. I tweaked it.
Worse for us.
So, is he still alive?
No. So you gotta
Okay.
tell me how you kill him.
Ooh, I sneak up behind him and I stab in his neck and it slices all the way through to his throat.
Wow.
Well done.
Blood.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned that you got a revised fumble chart right before I roll.
Oh, no.
I noticed that.
Oh, I thought you fumbled already.
No, I didn't know. Does
Hold on, Roy.
Hold on.
Oh, that's gonna record the.
It's not going to be a fumble. Okay.
All right.
Hang on, I'm getting there, I promise.
Here's my first one.
Oh my god.
Did you fumble?
No, I did not.
No.
He didn't.
Did you roll a natural 20?
You're all, no,
19.
close. Got 19
Okay, well, that's a hit.
and an 18.
Yes.
So you got 2 hits.
See, we didn't need that fumble
All right.
chart.
So we're doing
So
for double. We're just say top number
yes.
plus whatever.
So what
I
are
get.
you're using a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. So daggers die 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's 4 plus 1, 5,
10.
10.
That was just me saying stuff.
Okay, so you kill him. Tell me how you do it.
I sneak up behind him, hand over the mouth, and just right
Give him a couple.
Cha!
right in the spine.
In doing so, Royce severs his spinal cord with his dagger. He messes himself right there on the spot, and then the body falls limp over top of the pile of shit and urine.
Oh, there's poo on me. You got anything on him?
You're going to have to sift through the poo.
I wonder what's taking so long. This happened the last time we were waiting in the bush.
So, mine doesn't have poop on him, so do I find anything non-poop covered?
Okay, I didn't have sound effects the same thing.
Well,
And then Jess just killed, or Royce just killed.
Yes, you
This
find
one?
shitless covered poo.
Shitless covered poo. Wow, I don't want to take that with me. I'm going to leave it.
So
I'm not
let's,
gonna leave the poo.
And I had plates out,
Thank you.
Did you
and
feel
forks, and
No, not
everything
roll.
else.
Thank you.
drawing?
Yep,
That's back when I
Okay,
was the
so
mage.
I'm a lady like that.
Yeah.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's see. Okay, so this one's Matt.
Oh, I've got a token. I'm a token.
Oh,
Guy?
you know what? He would have died anyway.
Hugh or
I did not
here.
add 4.
Oh, looks like I did do Chris.
No, I did, right? We added my 4.
That's attack. No.
And
That's
then
attack adjustment. That's 2 hitting.
Royce,
So that would be your THAC0
You're
technically
kind
is
of-
16 then.
here,
Oh.
So that you change that
and
because
Jess, you're kind of
Like right, I was both
Here.
there. Okay. Well, now that they're dead, I'm looting him quietly, and then I'm gonna continue sneaking.
he has. Yeah, they would have some. Has 6 silver pieces on him. Royce yours also has 6 silver pieces. And they have some rusty short swords that ain't worth much. And they have a couple of short bows with them.
Ooh, let's take bows with.
The short bow is fairly decent shape. It's not the best, but you've definitely seen worse.
And then I'm gonna continue.
You two are standing, kind of tucked in under the weeds behind a log. You have heard nothing from your companions. All you can hear is the camp.
All right.
And they seem to be yelling at somebody. There's like humanoid creatures that you can't quite make out, but they seem to be yelling at a smaller yet humanoid creature.
I'm gonna keep going.
So, seeing that I stumbled upon one and my perception picked it up, I want to be able to raise my awareness of other possible stumbling across. I want to definitely keep an eye out, not only at the camp, but along the edge of the woods as I'm traveling up.
So so when I go, I'm gonna go slower.
But I
Let's
want
see.
to go up to about that bush that's right across from those.
So like here?
Double pointer.
No.
he's on this side.
Yep, he's here.
He wants to go up this region
Yep.
here, I assume.
I'm gonna scout up to there. If that coast is clear, then I'm going to come back and get Progadon and Quintus.
Okay. Just how far are you going?
I'm gonna
Yeah, I wasn't gonna wait no more.
sneak a little bit try looking for people. See if I can go a little bit further to see if I can see what's going on.
How far do you want to go?
I don't know. Like
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right about that bush then.
Yep.
So typically, they're a tandem of thieves working together. Not like it's the first time they've worked together, pulling a job or anything.
You're honest, hardworking little boy.
Okay.
I see that.
So now each of you roll perception again, but this time with a +2.
So technically, whatever your number is, think of it as 2 more than that, and you have to roll under that adjusted number. So
Okay. Ooh, I made it. By a ton.
I actually did not.
Okay.
By a little.
So Jess,
Low roller failed me.
you do notice another one. He is being kind of sloppy. He's more out into the open than the other one. See him up there?
Oh, yes.
By
I
that
do
rock?
see him.
He's sitting, there's a big rock, and he's sitting on next to that rock, and he's kind of got his back leaned up. And he's not sleeping, that you can tell, but he's keeping a careful watch on the camp.
I want to sneak up and kill him. I'm gonna go try to sneak up and kill him.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna work.
You get 2 attacks.
All right. Hold
roll
on.
the hit.
2 20s.
Which 20s?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That one twice.
Okay. So I've got
Okay, so that's
16 minus 12. Armor class of 4.
oh, you said the
Armor class of 4
was-
hits.
And,
Yep, even
yep,
better.
2 hits. So then my damage is 1d4, which is 2.
6.
So 6 damage.
Roll again.
Oh.
Because you get another damage roll of dice. So 4 plus
And
1 is 5.
So 11 total.
Yep.
Hmm?
Hey, poor goblin, you kill it. Tell us how you do it.
This time, I hand over the mouth and just slice deep into his throat.
And give him one to the side of the head for good measure.
Yep, and then
'Cause you
just
get twice.
so he doesn't come back as a zombie, I do right in the head.
So,
That's the most ruthless halfling move I've ever heard of.
Mm-hmm.
so you notice him, and you kind of, you're being real cautious. You sneak around the back side of the rock, and you do your thing. Whoosh. Doink. So now you're up here by this rock. Roy, you're well.
Alerting
You
the camp.
move to this distance. This is where you said you wanted to stop, and
Yep.
you have seen nothing so far.
Oh god.
Well, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do and go back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna, after I killed him, I would be heading back too, and I'm gonna be watching for more creatures, so I'm not gonna just like stomp through, I'm gonna be
Okay.
stealthing.
So you both make your way back to where Hugh and Matt are. Royce, you get back first. You two are. What the fuck's going on? Where the fuck are they? How could
Take them forever. They haven't made a peep.
And all of a sudden, the gnome kind of startles you. Boop! There he is.
Good lord, man. Warn a brother when you're going to approach out of the darkness.
I thought wizards have senses of that kind of thing.
Not low-level wizards. But she can't hear you because she's unconscious
I
right
wanted to
now.
be thorough and locate everything that I seen, so I come back for you guys.
So what did you
I
see?
killed a couple goblins.
I killed a goblin. So there's one laying back there. He's got a rusty short sword and a short bow.
Ah,
I
excellent.
didn't grab him. If you guys want him, it's there. But there's some other goblins, and appears to be a dwarf at the fire.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
there's another odd creature there. I don't think I've ever seen one before.
Did you get a count how many goblins are there?
From what I could tell, I mean, I've seen
3
two
hobgoblins.
or three from my angle, but wait till Fee gets back and see what her count was, what she's seen.
So yeah, so you guys are going over this, and the halfling finally comes back.
Hey!
And once again, it's the same thing. It's like you guys are talking, and then bloop, there she is.
Dear gods, woman. Warn a brother.
Aren't you glad I'm sneaky? I killed 2
Oh,
of those
my.
goblins in the woods.
You're like
There
a
were
lucky
2 hiding in the woods. There
There were
could be
2.
more around us.
There could be. We need to be careful because they've got people hiding in the woods guarding the camp. I killed the one that was at the top, and I would tell them where everybody was located. But there's this weird looking thing. There's
But I can't see
4
that far anyways, even with the firelight.
There's
It doesn't help me.
we have to assume there's other ones in the woods ready to.
So
Protect
what
the
what you two can convey back to them is there are 3 hobgoblins, a flind, and a strange-looking dwarf, which I'm assuming would.
Yes, he looks homeless. He hasn't combed his beard in years.
What? Reeks of shit and piss.
Oh, that's my shoes.
Again?
Again?
This time somebody else shit them. I swear.
Dear God, that's horrid, man.
Not
And I prestidigitate to take the scent away.
You're cleaning up, Matt. Is what you're saying? You're cleaning up.
Yep. Yep. Give a little prestidigitate on his shoes to take the fucking stank of fecal matter away. Bath at the ready.
So,
Some damn good little pies right here.
Yeah, so we can do this a couple different ways. We can split you two up. One of you come with each one of us. Come around the sides.
You can see in the dark, can't you? Yeah, I thought so. Well, neither one of us are stealthy.
Sneaking is not going to be my
I can't see in the fucking dark,
So you're saying that
so I'll be
basically
tripping. And he's wearing
4, 5.
chainmail armor, aren't you?
Yeah,
A split mail?
and a shield. With a big-
Clang, clang, clang.
But I can lead you.
Can you reach that high?
Or
To grab my hand?
How about you reach down?
why
What do you mean?
could we also get you guys to get alongside where you're closer each side than me and
We walk right up the guts.
me and the wizard will get a little bit closer. Will cause a distraction. You guys come in, and then we'll charge in.
Guns a-blazing.
Remember, we want
Is,
the dwarf alive.
do we think Pip is here?
Well, the dwarf, and there's a dwarf, so we might know where.
Or the character? Or, we don't know what race Pip is, correct?
Oh, Pip was a dwarf.
Pip was a dwarf.
Pip was a dwarf. Okay. Okay. So maybe that, yeah,
Hopefully that's
Yep.
that's the guy.
absolutely.
Although dirty dwarf, not worth much.
Why don't,
Not
you
worth
guys,
much.
why don't you guys go get in position, kind of in the locations of where you were previously? I like the dwarf's plan.
So what are we doing? What am I supposed to do after you?
Go back.
Rochambeau to the point where you
Go back
furthest
to your
away.
Go back to your slaughter rock.
Okay.
And you guys will be on either side. Me and the wizard will go up a little bit closer and not, hopefully not get detected. And then we will come up with a distraction. And then you guys come from each side, start attacking, try to leave the dwarf alive, and then we'll come up the middle and hopefully meet there.
Okay.
And I will not be outbeaten by a couple little cut purses on killing goblins and what.
Still only counts as one. Okay, so. Right.
Perfect.
You're moving back up here, right?
Yeah.
Well, I might not move up quite as far because if I'm supposed to be killing people, the people I'm gonna be killing are a little lower.
This was your rock, so
Yeah.
you want to come back.
Or she initially killed the first one.
Yeah, to the first one.
Like
Maybe, or it's
here?
like
Yep,
right,
somewhere
right
in
around
that
there.
region, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I don't need to go as far, and I want to take out that hobgoblin if I can.
So,
Once he's distracted.
is it a completely open clearing? Are there any other like low bushes that we could get behind maybe, or are we?
No, this is exactly what you're seeing there.
Okay. So, I don't think Trog and I will, like, we're not gonna just walk right up the guts and
Right,
that's what we're
no.
doing. I think we do hustle across this opening here. I don't know if, I mean, maybe they can see us, maybe they can't, but I want to cut across and go up and maybe in this region here, kind of like tuck in, and then I
Okay.
want to use Prestidigitate to cast like a shower of sparks out, kind of out in this region, out away from me, to kind of get them to turn their backs from you two. Wow.
Okay.
I literally just got the, don't mind when you see the spear tip on the. But that's the game plan. Trog, does that work for you?
Yes. That'll put us, those are 5 foot.
Within
increments,
range,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
put
so
us
it
at
would
5.
be in range of their night vision too.
I'm sure, but we're
But as long
gonna
as we
take our
stay-
chances.
We're gonna try to stay on the back side of those 2 logs there.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna try
Trying to
and
creep up along the edge of the
like
woods.
something like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of
Absolutely.
kind of something like this,
Yep.
and then until you're like here.
Yep. Just
And-
tuck ourselves in, stay low.
Okay, so
Runner up.
All right, so how can we do this? Let's have you guys do a dex check.
They should do it. Your enemies.
No, you guys.
I know they should do an opposed to see if they like, or like a wisdom or intelligence or perception check on
Right.
us to see if.
All right, so let's do this first. You guys do a dex check.
Yep.
Matt, you can do a -1 penalty because you're not really wearing a lot of metal, but you're not really a
Correct.
stealthy person.
Yep.
Hugh, yours is -4 because you're a walking thing of metal.
You don't have to.
Right.
This is for Hugh and I.
Oh, okay.
This is for Hugh and I because we're
Okay.
not stealthy.
Okay.
We're trying to move quietly, but we're. Where am I? Here we go.
So 20 or we 10 on the deck?
20.
I got a 2.
A 6.
So you made it.
Bam!
You roll under.
Yep. Perfect. Nice job, bud.
Very crafty as a bull. We're very deadly at short distance.
So whatever happened, Hugh was quiet. So you guys make it to that point.
Perfect.
As soon as you cast that, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the guy right there. That's I got 60 feet. And it's like
Oh,
30.
that's up next on the backside of the wagon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because Hugh and I will be discussing our like what we're formulating for a plan. Like I'm not going to leave him in the dark as to what's going to happen. I tell them before they leave, you'll see the distraction when you get into position because we give them a few minutes, obviously.
right.
All right, and then we make our way. And again, Hugh and I are discussing why are they
Like
doing
super-
another.
Just via your night vision, you see Matt and Hugh get themselves,
Stumbling around.
yeah, kind of stumbling around.
Jesus Christ.
Royce, they're out of your range. You don't see.
I just silently laughed to myself.
I'm just there, waiting on their move. See what they're gonna do for distraction. I'll wait wait a little bit of time after the distraction to make my move.
Okay.
Oh,
Everybody is in position.
yep. So the mage, he gives a little prestidigitate, like 20 feet away from me. Kind of like, if I'll point to you, just to kind of, I want to draw them.
I'm gonna laser point.
I can cast it about, 10 feet away from me, so
Yeah.
somewhere in this region here to draw anything in. That way they can get the drop on anybody, because there's just going to be ones that turn and spin as well, is the assumption. Not everybody's just going to go racing to it, I don't think. Maybe the ones closest, maybe they do, I don't know, but that's kind of the general idea anyways.
And then the guy, when he casts that, and they kind of look, I mean, it's moments after seconds. The guy on the far side, my left, your right of the wagon there, the bigger wagon, I want to cast Sacred Flame on him. At 60 feet, I have.
That guy? Should have, it probably didn't
Nope.
pop up, did it? No.
If you look up that one,
guy?
yes.
Yep, that guy.
Because we assume he's within range to like, hey, what the fuck is that? We assume where he's standing, he's probably on guard
Mm-hmm.
to some extent. On guard.
So,
And the fact it'd be covered in flames is a good distraction.
Uh-huh.
When I see that hobgoblin's back is turned or they're distracted, I'm gonna
Move in.
rush to him and sneak attack.
Move in for the kill. Kill.
okay, so you do it, I'm assuming?
Absolutely. We're on a go.
Okay.
And everybody sees a shower of sparks like appear out of nowhere, basically.
Can anybody speak Knoll or Flynn?
No.
Orc and goblin.
Troll, giant, goblin.
I got ogre, orc, goblin, kobold, troll.
Nope.
Don's like,
Halfling and
those are
beast
none of the
camp.
words I said,
And
Yeah.
yet you're repeating them to me. Why?
Yep. Nope.
Okay. So Matt does this thing. You two see it. See this little, like, sparkler kind of. Then the creature you've never seen before, who's right here by the firelight, he mutters something in a language that none of you understand. And the hobgoblins here and here kind of like turn and kind of like nod at him, and they start walking,
Towards the direction of Sparks.
yeah, this way kind of.
Sneak back.
Okay, next move.
Right.
Is probably
Stab, stab.
I want to get that far this guy cast Sacred Hand on. It's a dex saving throw for
Oh yeah, so that was a save versus spell, is what we were doing, right?
Yeah.
she's all stab happy today.
I'm stab happy.
All right. So we're going to do that first. Save versus spell. No, we're going to say that is not high enough.
1. But he's coated in flames, so it's going to distract some people.
So you guys see the spark show. Like I said, there's some words changing, and the two hobgoblins start walking toward where you saw the sparks. Then you hear some mumbling and everything, and all of a sudden the one, poof,
Burst into flames. Like, thinking to myself, you know, I bet the maid can see a lot better right now.
Okay, what is we'll start with Royce. What are you doing?
The guy that's across from me at the wagon, what's his moves?
Right now he's just standing watching.
Okay.
Probably sniggering at his friggin'
Probably
teammate that's
looking
on
You gotta
Fire.
remember,
on
this is
fire.
all happening
At
kind of
once.
simultaneously, so it's not like he's standing there watching his buddy.
Like, yeah,
Catch fire and burn to death.
Yeah,
He's-
all of a sudden he's just on fire.
Yeah, so
Like,
this is all.
Whoa!
So he's kind of like in awe, you know what I'm saying? This is all happening simultaneously.
I'm gonna sneak around behind him, go for the backstab.
Okay.
Come on, babe.
Not
That's
that
it.
time.
That one was a miss. And yeah, armor class 14 yet?
No.
2 misses.
Alright, my turn.
Yep. So we're gonna let. Yep. Go ahead and go.
Good
So
chance I
then
gave
I'm
myself
sneaking
away.
up behind the other guy.
What you're sneaking up? So you're sneaking up to take this
Take
guy.
that one out, yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15.
Alright.
So that is well within your
Armor class
movement.
of -2. I'm pretty sure I hit you.
Yep.
And then armor class of hold on. 4, yep. Okay, so I hit
4
you.
hits and -2 hits.
I hit you,
Nice.
and then I do 1d4 damage, which is 6 the first time, and 7 the second time.
Yep. So 13 total.
Okay. So, you guys are seeing these hobgoblins start marching. Hugh, you do your thing, he catches fire. That's a cool game too, Catan. All of a sudden, this halfling appears almost like out of nowhere. Your halfling.
Mm-hmm.
Jess,
Slash.
Jess, how do you do it?
Oh
Stab
man.
him right in the back with one of them, and then right across the throat with the other one.
So it's like a.
He's coming down. Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so now.
Ooh. I see her riding him to the ground.
Yep.
Yes.
So now,
I
Jess,
kick
this
him.
one is.
I just kick him once just for good measure.
And Jess is here. This one has now started because he's not a. It was only 1 damage, so it's kind of like poof, and he's out. And he starts walking this way.
As he hears his buddy thud to
This
the ground.
one starts coming down as well. He starts walking this way. Royce, you're moving out like this, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Or you did?
Yes.
You missed, but you did?
Yep.
Okay.
Luckily, I'm still moving silently.
Well, you may still be silent, but now he knows you're there.
Is that guy on fire? The one that's walking down there?
Roy, what's your running class?
6.
As you do your miss, this arrow comes flying out of the weeds.
Uh-oh. There was somebody else there.
Hit you in the head. You're like, ah! Ah!
The mosquitoes around here are big.
Yeah, remember he missed his perception check?
He did.
I did.
So now,
4, how much?
for 5.
You know why he missed his perception check? Oh man, I stumbled on one of these. I gotta keep my eyes open. Blah, 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 blah. You fucking motor mouth.
Just pay attention. Just shut up and pay attention. All right, so now that is going to bring us
To initiative.
And that guy's on fire.
He's out
He's out.
because
He's not on
it was
fire.
only 1 damage. So it was had Hugh hit for max damage or something, then it would have been different.
Basically caught a little bit of him on his
Yeah.
clothes on fire a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's able to
Pat himself
pat
out.
himself out.
But he's not cold.
Gives you perfect the pee out.
Okay, so now the creature you haven't seen is moved around the fire and is kind of like in this area.
Oh.
So now you two can see him. You two make a intelligence check, Hugh and Matt.
Alright. I failed this, something's wrong. You know I made it.
I figured you would.
My main stat. Better fucking make it.
No?
Natural 20.
That's
I'm still watching the guy.
that's the kind of stuff we gotta get on film. But anyway,
Like, I'm still looking
You-
at the guy that was smoking.
you recognize it as a Flynn,
Okay.
which is a cousin to the Knoll.
Yep. Yep. Hey, I think that's a boss. We see him coming up this way. I'm whispering to him as we go.
Okay, so initiative. I gotta get my scratch paper up there.
Alright.
I rolled a 6, so the goblin got a 13. The hobgoblins are using long swords, so they got an 11. And the Flynn has a very large morning star, so he also got a 13.
At 3.
About 3.
So Matt and Hugh, you guys are actually the only two that are still within remotely cover. Are you guys coming out of cover now?
I am. I mean, essentially, I'm the most armored of everyone.
I am going to,
I'm gonna come out and fuel raise, get ready to
Go to work?
go to work.
I'm going to
Okay.
peek over. We try to stay as much behind cover, basically think of an old west. Peeking over the log to fucking shoot a ray of frost at it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright.
I'm gonna move back because I wanna switch. I wanna use my. I don't know. I'm not a good thief yet.
Well, you're more or less. I mean,
I can't move now.
You're
can't.
probably exposed though.
That's just it. You can move wherever you want, but you're exposed. So as far as like moving silent, doing
Well, no,
backstab,
I'm not gonna
that's
be
done.
able- So I wanna move back then.
Like back like this. Whoops. Back like this.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go try to hide in the, go around, and try to hide in the thing.
Or the
In
wagon, or in or under.
Maybe under it.
Be in size.
Mm-hmm.
How to kick it, huh?
That's well within you if that's what you want to do.
Anyways, I rolled a 1 for Anish.
Okay. So we got Matt with a 1. Hugh, what did you get for Inish? That's die 10
Yeah.
plus your weapon speed.
Yeah. I got 6.
Okay, so you guys all beat me and missed, so it's going to go Matt, Royce, Hugh, the Goblin Archer,
No, I got it too.
but
If
you're
I'm
not
still-
fighting, you're moving.
Oh, okay.
The Goblin Archer, the Hobgoblins, and then the Flynn. So Jess, I'm going to put you, this is like a supply cart.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on it, but that doesn't mean you're on it, it means you're under it.
Okay.
Okay, so Matt.
All right, I'm gonna peek up kind of over my log. I want to just fucking stay low and just fire out with one hand and cast Ray of Frost at the one that was moving across from from his guard position, the one that he set on fire.
That would be this one.
Yep, the lower of the two.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to roll for an attack here. Armor class of 4.
That does hit.
All right. Armor class of 4. For 2. And I kind of try to duck back down over.
Okay. Royce.
Armor class 10.
That's a miss.
And yeah, that's 16, so it's also a miss.
Okay, so Hugh.
Alright, what I want to do is kind of come out at an angle up kind of towards the two between the
So
Wagons.
So
sometimes
he's
like
moving
this.
along the
Yep.
log, basically,
a
up
little
towards
left more, yep, a little more like straight in front of him.
Like something like this.
Yeah, right in there. Because then I want to cast Burning Hands.
Nice.
A 15-foot cone, so it encompasses both of them.
Oh, okay.
I could even
Nice.
yeah, something like right in there.
Okay. Yeah, 5, 10. Well, you'd have to be. Well, yeah, it'd be a little bit.
15 foot, so
Yeah,
like
yeah, that would hit him because it's 5, so 5,
Right.
and so yeah, that would hit him. Okay, so go ahead and go.
All right, I do that. It's a saving. Let's see, yeah, dex saving throw, and then I take half damage. if
Okay,
not.
so roll full damage.
15.
Okay.
Let's do roll.
I mean, I rolled a 19, so
Yeah,
have to-
I would suggest that would be you made half.
Yeah, so you did 15.
7 or 8.
7. Okay, so that kills the hobgoblin.
Kills the one that we've been lighting on fire and freezing to death. Even though we were taking little snippets off of him.
Now it is the Goblin Archer who has decided he is going to fire again at Royce.
It's not gonna end well.
Sorry,
I got
buddy.
2 on me.
Technically, you got 1 on you because he's shooting at your back. And but
No, I got 2 on me.
well, he's aware that you're there, but who knows what he's doing?
One arrow missed, the other hit. For 1.
Ah!
Sticks you in the right arm.
Yeah, evil fucking gnome.
And now the hobgoblin's going to take a swing at you. He only gets 1 attack. He is using a long sword.
The longest word.
He hits.
Of course he does.
Armor class 4. So the long sword is a die 8
1.
for 3. And now the Flynn, who is on Hugh, he snarls something at you, Hugh, like something along the lines of, "Why you messing up our slave camp?" Blah blah blah.
That's all.
He's got like a snout on him, kind of like drooling. He's got like fangs sticking out.
Yell back. Die already.
How many more times do I have to burn you? Armor class -1.
Ooh, just does it.
Yeah, this got me. For 7. Grr. That starts back over, Matt.
All right. Both wine spells.
Are those both still alive, the 2 little icons in the middle, or is one of those dead? They were the hobgoblins. I think.
Yes, so there's 1 hobgoblin left.
Okay.
It's that one. This one is dead.
I'm gonna try to.
Because they kind of moved up, but the one died.
I'm gonna try to
So
jump
he's
on.
gone,
Oh,
and
I
then
can't jump that far.
you remember you're under the wagon
Oh,
Hey,
that's right.
you're not jumping.
I forgot.
Don't.
Oh, you know what I want to do?
You don't run up to the
What
guy
is the
that's out there.
dwarf doing?
right now. He's standing by the table, kind of laughing, giggling at everything. The people that are trapped in the wagons are cheering for you guys. Get them! Get their ass! Get their ass!
Okay, I'm gonna sneak out and I'm gonna try to knock. I'm gonna knock the guy out and tie him up.
The dwarf?
Because we're trying to capture him alive, right?
Mm-hmm. You can do that, but just so you know,
That's never good.
he is unarmed. He has no weapons, and he has not been violent toward anybody.
Oh,
You
he's
guys,
just laughing.
Could just ask the chat.
While you guys are fighting, I'm gonna ask his name.
Why wouldn't you? Like he may not even know that you're there.
He's not being hostile.
He's a dwarf. He's a dwarf. It's not like he
Okay.
can see. He probably couldn't see over that.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak up to him. I'm going to like pop out of nowhere. I'm gonna have my daggers. I'm gonna be like, "What's your name?"
he's like, whoa, 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 whoa! My name's Pip.
Hey, we're looking for you. Are you gonna try to hurt us?
Me not hurt anybody.
Okay, sit down and enjoy the show. And then I'm gonna turn around and
He stands at the table. He's eating on a leg of mutton.
so there's still
He's
one
just
more
the most
hobgoblin I
casual
could
dick.
sneak up to, right?
What's that?
I could sneak up on potentially because he's trying to go for you, or he's attacking you.
Yeah. I mean, you could try and sneak up on him. Sure.
Okay, that will be my next move. If I can't do it this turn, then that's what I'm gonna try to do next turn.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start back over again, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to.
Wait,
yeah.
have I noticed anything going on with him getting shot? Would I have seen that?
No, because the wagons are blocking your
Okay.
view.
Sorry, I can't help you. I
You
don't
can
know.
hear some fighting going on the other side of them wagons, but you don't know he's getting shot. You don't know any of that. You just know he's engaged in some kind of battle.
Okay, well then I would sneak that way. Because I would be checking on him before I went. Because he was there. He's kind of a badass tank. And then there's the mage over there. So
Okay, so you're gonna move
not lying.
you're gonna move this turn.
Yep, I'm gonna move, but I'm gonna try to.
Okay, what did you being that now you're in initiative order? What did you roll?
Oh, I have my daggers and I had a 6.
So that
No,
would,
so I had a 6 total.
6 total.
Yeah,
So that's gonna put you before Hugh.
but I'm gonna move to. I would move that way. To
Okay,
try
so
to,
we gotta do Matt and Royce
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
So Matt, you're up.
I'm gonna come out of cover and go after the Flynn that is on
You?
Drog. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on him. I am not gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
So you got 5,
Ha!
15, 20,
Let's see.
25. Oh yeah, you're
Alright.
well within your movement.
Yeah. And it was a horrible roll. You want high or low?
What'd you roll?
For misfire, I rolled a 5. Because she was coming up behind,
Yeah, yeah, but she's moving.
or is it okay?
It's moving. Well, yeah. I mean, there
Hit
is
the wagon.
It could hit the wagon too.
If you line up where they are, it would hit the.
Well, but I
bottom
came
of
out
the
from
But
under
this-
the wagon and I was by the dwarf.
Right, because you're cutting across this way,
Yeah.
and now you're cutting across this way. So he's going in this direction, but it was a miscast, so it could.
Could hit me.
It could. What'd
that's
you roll?
good.
What'd you roll for percentiles?
That's good flavor.
84.
I think maybe I'm roast.
No.
Okay.
No, but it just whizzes past.
You see this crackling ray of like freezing energy like dart out in a quick line in front of you as you're moving across.
Okay, Roy, you are up.
Sorry, friend. Misfire.
It's okay.
I'm gonna have to do a little self-preservation, and I'm going to dive under that wagon. Roll right underneath or to the other side.
Okay, did you take tumbling? Do you have tumbling as a skill?
Maybe I did.
Make a tumbling check.
The next
Next check with whatever the number is next to it.
0.
There you
Yep,
go.
so straight up dex check.
Yes.
Okay, so you tumble yourself, and same thing with Jess. I'm gonna put you on top of it, but that means you're under it.
Yep.
I kind of want to roll all the way across, or I don't have enough movement for that.
No, so you were like here, 5, 10. You want to be like here.
Wants
Yeah.
to
Yep.
just he's kind of scrambling underneath it.
So you okay? So you want to be more like here?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Nice maneuvering, folks.
So Jess, you questioned the dwarf, and you started back this way,
And then I see him.
and then you get right about here, and you see your gnome come rolling out from under this wagon.
Whoa.
He's got a pretty good cut going along the side of his head, and he's got an arrow from a bow sticking out of his
Ooh.
right arm.
Okay, so then I'm gonna back up against the wagon when it's my turn. Then instead of going.
It's your turn right now.
Okay,
So
so I'm
you've
gonna-
made it this far. You've got about 3 squares left if you want to move anywhere.
Okay.
You can try to face him, or you can.
You don't know what's on the other side of that wagon yet.
No, I don't. I don't have enough brainwaves left for this.
Remember, it's the heat of battle, so there's technically no wrong answer.
Okay. I'm gonna. Well, he looks pretty beat up. Alright, I'm gonna go after that guy, because I like.
See what's on the other side of the fucking.
I like stabbing things, and I really want
She wants to get right through.
So you
whatever's
make it-
on the other side.
You make it here, about in between the wagons, and all of a sudden a hobgoblin scares
It's
you
in your
down.
face.
It's right in your face.
Attack!
I attack him with my dagger, which gets 2 attacks. And I don't get a bonus because I'm pretty sure he's not surprised.
Nope.
But I did hit him once for 3.
You kind of half-ass. You don't. I don't want to say you surprise him, but you come across between the wagons. He
Whoa.
comes in between the wagons, and you're both like, "Whoa! Yeah!"
It's a quick backhanded slash on it. What the hell is this? Oh, fuck.
So then I gotta make my.
Old Stabby McStabberson here.
I have the killing gene. I want to stab.
I'm trying to bring in some new rules.
Excellent.
It was the wrong day for new rules. I brought my migraine brain.
That's okay. Don't worry. We're playing.
Because I wanted to bring my
We're
brain.
playing slow.
So
Nope, that's the whole point. We played slow.
Okay. So that comes to Hugh. This next in
Alright.
initiative.
Right. Well, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
Sacred. Smack him with my hammer.
3.
Just give him a little warm up there.
Okay.
That's
Hugh. Now it's
their turn.
Now it's my time.
well, yes. It's the hobgoblin, who is now on Jess,
The barbarian that thinks he knows wizard spells
and he
because he
missed.
carries around a frying pan. Cast iron.
just as I'm beginning to wrap my decision.
Iron, what's that?
Dong.
Is armor class of 4 hit you?
Shouldn't.
Armor class of 3.
Okay.
Yes!
So he missed.
Good thing I got a shield.
So now we start back over. Matt.
Excellent. All right, up in his grill. Can I try to cast Charm Person? Hey, buddy! Whoa, 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 whoa! Settle down, man. Settle down.
Right. It might not because you've already attacked.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's not going to work.
Okay, then I will cast Ray of Frost again. But that does hit. Armor class 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. For 2. Boy, that 8-sided knows how to roll low.
Okay, Roy, so you are now here.
Yep, I'm going to. I've got enough movement to get to Pip.
5, 10.
Yeah, you know nothing in the conversation that Fee has.
I
Right.
do not know.
And you don't even know they conversed.
Don't be dumb.
I know nothing about this. But I'm going to go on an assumption. Have my dagger drawn at him. And grab right a hold of the scruff of him.
This is great. Multiple
Like-
people threatening
like-
him.
You Pip?
Whoa, 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 mister. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Are you Pip?
Yes,
It
I'm
would
Pip.
more be like this.
Tell your men to stand down.
I'm just a cook.
But
Okay.
I like where you're going with that.
So now that you're there, very scruffy dwarf, you can just tell that this guy is not the leader of anything. His pants and his shirt are all tattered. He's wearing sandals.
Yeah, he's the surfer dude.
What part of his legs and his arms that are showing are dirty. His hands are dirty, and he's eating.
You're a real shitty looking cook.
Be a good cook. You try.
Alright, I'll sit down and eat with him.
Fucking gnome.
Playing D&D with my husband.
Okay.
There's a little bit of. I mean, there's some mutton. There's some bread.
Oh my god, he's gonna eat!
If you want, you can sit down. You want?
I could use a rest. I'm kind of bleeding a little bit here.
All right.
Excellent.
Jess, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm still in the heat of battle, so luckily I haven't seen this yet.
You have not. You have no idea what's going on.
I guess I'm right there. I attack him again with my dagger, because I
Okay.
don't know what else I'm gonna do. Is there any chance he's surprised?
No.
Alright, so I've got armor class of 11.
No.
No. Armor class of 16 minus 11.
That's armor class of 5. That is a hit. That is the armor class.
Good job with the math. Armor class of 2, yes.
So they both
Okay.
hit.
My DM does good math. Alright, so I've got a 1 for damage and then a 3 for damage.
So total of 4?
Total, yes. Ah!
You drop him.
Nice.
Where do you stick him?
Right in the ear.
Okay. He.
And then
Falls
one's in
to
the
the ground.
forehead for good. The second one's in the
As
forehead.
he's coming down,
Right in the ear is typically a good spot.
Double tap.
stab him in the ear.
So now we are at Hugh. You go.
Right. Well, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Poor guy's gonna be.
Maker extraordinaire.
Yes.
Hot, cold, hot, cold.
We gotta get the poker in there.
6.
Is that the one he gets a saving throw for?
It does say saving throw for dexterity saving throw.
We'll make this. We'll make this save. He does not make the save, so Hugh kills him.
You offered.
Yes.
You killed a Flynn? Nice.
The trick is heat and cold. Expand and contract
There you
them.
go.
That's
That's
right.
injuries
And
And then
right
he pops
here.
like a bubble.
Right.
And
Also works on
this one's.
unstuck grit bolts and stuff.
Okay, so Jess, you turn around, you kill yours, you turn around. Pip and Zeke are sitting at the kitchen table enjoying a nice meal.
Are you freaking kidding me?
You gotta come and try something. It's pretty good.
We
I was fighting, and I got hurt a little bit. I didn't feel like fighting no more.
You do notice.
Isn't there still something happening?
You do notice
Oh.
that your gnome is looking a little peaked.
Fine, stay there. Do I notice anything else?
Has the goblin archer moved into position to re-threaten Royce from the backside again?
What a dick.
He kind of
You know nothing of the goblin. He is no
So-
longer there.
I'm gonna. Well,
He
I
ran away.
noticed that he looks damaged though, and be like, "Who are you fighting? What happened?"
Well, I was fighting one guy, and then his arrows flying out of the bushes and hit me in the head and the arm, and I'm like,
Did you kill the guy shooting the arrows?
no, I didn't see him. They're just arrows flying out of the middle of nowhere.
So there's still somebody in the woods.
Not possibly.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to. Hey guys, still something in the woods. We're not done, and I'm just gonna try to sneak off, and then I'm gonna try to sneak my way up there.
That,
'cause-
I'm coming here. I'm doing what I'm here for the biggest part of the mission here.
Oh, shut up and
talking
eat.
Talking to Pip.
Shut up and eat. That'll be my next move, I guess, is to sneak down and around and try to find.
You find where there was a goblin, or you assume a goblin
And there's
laying,
nobody there.
and there's nobody there.
And I'm gonna check the whole area pretty. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Okay. Well,
If you had tracking, you could.
I don't have any tracking. Hey, well, the goblin's gone that was shooting arrows, so I come back in the thing.
The people, there's about roughly 20 people between the two wagons that are chained up inside. They're all cheering. Hey, woo!
All right, so I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
look
say
for
what?
keys.
You're our slaves now.
I'm gonna look in the. I'm gonna check the bodies and find the keys for the thing.
The Flynn has the keys on.
Oh,
One,
okay.
1, 2. Yes, I agree with that statement. 3, 4. I don't agree with that statement. I'm chaotic neutral. Who cares? I agree with that statement. They are our slaves now. The hell with this.
We're not taking slaves.
Oh,
So-
you're not taking slaves.
Royce ain't
Anyway.
even gonna roll. He's all for it.
Okay, so, but I have the keys because I went and found them. So I'm gonna go talk to the people and.
Okay. They're mostly human. They're in fair health. Obviously, they keep them fair health because a slave that's near death isn't worth much.
I'm gonna let them out, and then I'm gonna sick them on the food that he's eating.
They come over to the table. They pat you on the head, Royce. Hey, good little gnome. They start eating.
I want to start rummaging through the cart or the crate or crates, plural, on one cart just because. See if there's anything other than food or supplies.
It's
or
food
whatever.
supplies.
I'm also looting bodies.
Between everybody, the Flynn had a Morning Star. The Hobgoblins had long swords. They're in fair shape.
Long swords.
Well, you've already did the goblins. Between everybody, there's 20 gold pieces.
Ooh. Group gold. Group gold.
You're rolling.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
And 500 experience piece.
So a 550 for those counting at home. Where did I get out my pencil?
Did I steal it?
Nope, I got it. I never got it.
Sometimes I do that, which is
Okay.
why I asked.
We got 550.
Close to leveling, Matt?
Couple hundred away. I think a couple hundred anyways. Yeah, about 190 is what I need.
I don't know when I level.
190. 1250 is what you need.
Oh, I need 1250 to level?
Yes, but you probably leveled.
Then I am leveled.
So,
Okay.
seeing that I'm there, dining with Pip,
Okay.
6
Building-
for hit points.
Let's
building a little trust.
take a time. We'll just levels. It won't take her long.
Yeah, it won't take her long.